When someone mentions the sport of basketball, what players pop in your head? Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Kobe Bryant. These names represent great players who you know because they have won. In order for a team to be successful, they must have a great player. Attaining this type of player is the first step in establishing a good team. Countless teams throughout history, like the Chicago Bulls who had Michael Jordan, Cleveland Cavaliers who have LeBron James, and Los Angeles Lakers who have Kobe Bryant, have demonstrated this rather simple concept. Because of this simple concept and the evidence of its achievability, one is led to question why some teams have such a lack of success. Today, I will inform you how one team can demonstrate perfectly how a professional NBA franchise can achieve such a low level of success, demonstrate incompetency repeatedly, and be disappointing even in success. And this team is the New York Knicks. To begin with, I will discuss a brief history of the New York Knicks. The Knicks, over the course of their history, have been one of the most popular teams in the NBA. However, they have not been quite as successful as the average fan would hope. The New York Knicks were one of the first 8 teams in the NBA, founded in 1946, playing for 69 seasons. However, they have only won 2 NBA championships in these 69 years, according to John Haraeus, NBA's greatest, the NBA's best players, teams, and game. Of the first 8 teams, the Knicks are tied for the least amount of championships with 2, with the Atlanta Hawks, who have not made the NBA Finals since 1961, according to When the Garden Was Eaten, Clyde the Captain, Dollar Bill, and the Glory Days of the Old Knicks by Harvey Arrington. However, the Knicks have had some success within their 69-year history. In 1970 and 1973, the Knicks won the NBA championship behind the stars of Willis Reed and Walt Frazier. And in both 1993 and 1999, the Knicks made the NBA Finals behind Hall of Famer Patrick Ewing. However, the past 15 years in Knicks history have cemented the Knicks' reputation that they hold today as a disappointing and dysfunctional franchise. With 11 losing seasons in the past 15 years under the same ownership, the leadership associated with the Knicks has gained a poor reputation. Their management has constantly been criticized over this stretch for being more concerned with turning a profit than winning. Jared Max of CBS said of owner James Dolan and the Knicks, "Dolan's Knicks are the biggest ripoff in sports." Second, I will go into greater detail about this period to Knicks fans known as the Dark Ages, or the seasons of 2000 to 2015. The Knicks fell quickly from grace from their 90s success behind their new owner, James Dolan, who took control of the team in 2000. Quickly finding themselves in debt and with a team full of rejects, the Knicks posted a 30-52 record in the 2001-2002 season, missing the playoffs. Recognizing the abysmal path the Knicks found themselves upon, James Dolan attempted to right the ship by hiring Isaiah Thomas as president of basketball operations. Isaiah Thomas, a former NBA champion as a player with the Detroit Pistons, was portrayed as the Messiah upon being instated, but made the situation even worse. Speaking from personal experience, this time period of the Knicks would be marked as the most painful years of my Knicks fandom. Thankfully, the ownership eventually fired Thomas from both positions, but leading up to his firing, there was evidence of chance of fire Isaiah, sometimes starting minutes after home games, according to Brian Mahoney of Huffington Post. After the Isaiah Thomas scenario, it seemed as though the Knicks organization had hit rock bottom. The Knicks hired former executives that had been successful with other teams in the hope that they could bring that same success. But even with consistently one of the 5 highest payrolls in the NBA over the past 15 years, the Knicks were 183 games under 500, according to Mike Lupka of the Daily News. Thirdly, I'll discuss how no season can better exemplify the essence of the New York Knicks better than the Knicks' 1993-1994 season. This season exemplifies that even when the Knicks are successful, they still show their inherent disappointing nature, which gives them their reputation today. The Knicks going into the 1993-1994 season had high hopes for success, with the bizarre retirement of former NBA champion and MVP Michael Jordan. With the absence of Jordan, the Knicks star, Patrick Ewing, was expected to take his place among basketball's great players and NBA champions. After a successful regular season, the Knicks reached the NBA Finals, favored by most to win the championship against the Houston Rockets. However, in the final game of the 7-game series, the Knicks lost to the Rockets, sparking a downward spiral, beginning the disappointment and lack of success associated with today's Knicks. In conclusion, today I've talked to you about why and how the Knicks are today one of the most disappointing, dysfunctional, and incompetent franchises in the NBA. Although there are some bright spots in New York Knicks history, even their times of success are clouded by disappointment and a lack of sustainability.